Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Get in Line podcast. I'm Tyler here, my co-host.
Joe.
Crazy week so far in the NBA. Crazy season. A lot of unexpected things.
Definitely.
Personally, to me, that I think would happen. Warriors swept last night, as we all know. We also had the Bucks and Raptors games last night as well. So I think I just want to kick it off right away with the Bucks and Raptors. So I want to get your initial thoughts on the Game 4.
Yeah, so Game 4 was crazy. I did not expect the Raptors to win by 18 as they did. I know you picked Toronto to win the series. I picked Milwaukee to win the series. It was a very hard-fought game. It was really good. It was fun to watch. I love watching the Bucks play, and I love watching Kawhi. And it was just a great series. And I still think Milwaukee's going to take it. But, seeing everything, from the first 4 games, how Milwaukee was up 2-0, now it's tied 2-2. Both teams protected home court, and I think that's going to be, the major factor. Protecting home court is big in the playoffs, especially with the Eastern Conference Finals. These two teams are pretty even. So they have two MVP candidates. I still consider Kawhi an MVP candidate, even though he's not, a legit MVP candidate.
And, last night, Kawhi had 19 points and Giannis had 25. So it's not like Giannis played a bad game last night, but
he still shot
yeah,
efficiently.
exactly.
He
and
shot over
and
50%.
and I think both of us think that he's MVP of the league,
definitely. Yeah, he's
definitely.
the MVP,
But last night, the Bucks just looked so out of it. Honestly, like you said, they lost by 18, which is a big loss. You're up 2-0 in the series, so you think you're riding with all the momentum going into Game 3. They go into double OT. Lose without Giannis, so
he fouled out.
Yeah, exactly. So I fouled out, and I think overtime. With the Bucks.
So too.
And you're up 2-0 in the series, and all of a sudden you go to Toronto and you lose two straight games. So what does this mean for the Bucks now going into Game 5?
It means they're gonna win Game 5.
Okay.
because listen, protecting home court. The Nick Nurse, the coach of the Raptors, made it a point of emphasis. That was his main point, was to win these next 2 games. Because if they lost any of their games in Toronto, they were going to lose the series, and they knew that. So they knew that they had to protect home court, and they did that. They successfully defended home court. Now the Bucks have to do the same, and the Bucks, that's their mindset. That was their first time. Last night was their first time they lost a back-to-back game in 80 days or something like that. They have not lost back-to-back games since the regular season. So that's a little shock for them.
Yep.
But they'll get back on the right track.
They'll bounce back.
Yeah, definitely, because I see the Bucks are different. They're a different team. They all seem to have a different mentality regarding the game and how they play, and they're tough, defensive-minded. They're good on offense, good on defense. Everybody knows their roles. So does the Raptors, too. I'm not discrediting the Raptors. The Raptors played great last night. The Raptors shot 89% from the free throw line. Both teams didn't do very good from 3. They had a lot of turnovers. Even though Kawhi didn't even play his best, you have people like Kyle Lowry and Marcus
who showed
Gasol.
up 25 points last night.
Exactly. And Kyle Lowry did not miss a free throw.
Exactly.
So
and to go off of that, the bench points was
48-23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had Serge Ibaka, right? Who else comes off the bench for the
Norman
Raptors?
Powell.
Yep.
Played big.
Yep.
Van Vliet played good. They
that's
all
your
played
3.
good.
Did you know that those are the only 3 players on the bench that scored?
For the Raptors?
Yeah. And they all scored in double digits.
That's
so
very
18, 17, and I think 13. But you cannot let 3 players on the bench outscore you by what was it? What is it?
48-23.
Yeah.
The bench points definitely the Bucks, they gotta help Giannis, because literally no contributions off the bench happened last night. Brogdon's been playing great this series. He had a bad game. He'll bounce back. Giannis had 25, 10, and 5. He had 3 blocks, a steal. Middleton had 30. Lopez didn't really play that good. Mirotic didn't really play that good. Bledsoe only had 5 points. They didn't contribute at all. They didn't help their stars. But the Raptors, they did. The Raptors bench, like you said, they contributed. Kawhi wasn't even the best player on the court last night, as far as I'm concerned. It was Lowry. Lowry had 25, 5, and 6.
And Lowry's known for not showing up in the playoffs.
So you need contributions from your role players and your bench and your other all-stars to help your main player.
Exactly.
And if the Bucks don't do that, they're not going to win the series.
Yeah, well,
and they've been doing it. They've been doing it all year. So it's I believe. It was just. it was just a momentum shifter in favor of the Raptors because they're home and the Raptors needed those games. And the Bucks, not that they can sacrifice those games, but I think the Bucks next game, it's gonna be in Milwaukee. Game 7 is gonna be in Milwaukee. This series is gonna go 7 games. I think protecting home court to me is the one thing that's gonna determine who wins the series.
When they go against the Warriors, they'll have home court advantage if it ends up being the Bucks.
Yeah.
But definitely Bucks need to practice their free throws.
Yeah, 100%.
They missed 9 free throws last night, so that's 9 points. So it could have been 120 to 111, the final score. I put that in quotes because definitely free throws change the momentum of the game. Like, you know what I mean? Say Giannis missed the free throw. I know he airballed 2 free throws last night. He misses a free throw, right? Clanks off. Kawhi gets the rebound. Kyle Lowry's down court. That's an easy 2 points.
Yeah, of course.
That changes so much of the game. Definitely free throws.
Gotta make your free throws.
Exactly. They're free.
They shot 65% from the line, whereas the Raptors shot 89%.
That's a huge. That's 24% difference right there.
Definitely, it's the free throws, and protecting home court. This series to me seem like the 2 things that's gonna come down to who's gonna win. And right now, I still got the Bucks winning. I know you still got Toronto.
I got the Raptors winning. I just think that I just like Kawhi. I just like Kawhi so much. Like
I like Kawhi too. I think he's a good player.
I just think that Kyle Lowry, if they're gonna win this series, Kyle Lowry needs to show up Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like in the 76ers series, that was all Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard carried that team to the next round.
Of course.
Hit the game-winning shot. That's never ever been done before. You know, like I don't even want to talk about Max Kellerman thinking that Kawhi Leonard is more clutch than Kobe because that's absolutely ridiculous. But besides the point, like Kawhi Leonard carried that team in that 76er series, and Kyle Lowry didn't even show up. Like there was a point where Kyle Lowry scored 7 points in I think it was 32 minutes, and he's getting paid 3 years, $100 million. Like
Lowry,
give me that money and I'll do that for you.
Lowry needs to step up more. He's stepping up right now.
Yeah, no, he is.
It's great for the Raptors,
and their bench is stepping up too. I love how they keep Serge Ibaka on the bench and put Pascal Siakam because Serge Ibaka was a starter, and now you bring that starter role to the bench, brings more leadership, brings more like control. He's gonna get the ball more, and Norman Powell and Fred VanVleet.
Powell's been playing great. VanVleet's been playing terrible. Last night was his first good game.
Yeah, no, last night was his. But like Norman Powell is shooting the lights out right now.
Yeah, Powell's playing great. Norman Powell's playing great. Brogdon and you know the thing for me, the Bucks, Brogdon, if he plays good, that's going to determine who wins too for the Bucks because you have Giannis, he's going to do his thing. He's unguardable. He's not going to be stopped. Even like Kawhi, like he's not outplaying Kawhi, and he's not shooting the best, but he's still going to get his. And Middleton is just a lights out shooter. You got to stick someone on Middleton. Brogdon off the bench is playing great. He just had a bad game last night. I just think for me, like, it's just going to be simply put that the Bucks just had a bad game, and I think that the Bucks are going to just
everybody has a bad game.
Yeah, and then the Raptors had a good game, and the Raptors for the past 2 games have just outplayed the Bucks. They definitely deserve to win. And I think it's going to be exciting, and I can't wait to see what happens. And I really like what I'm seeing from both teams, and it's a competitive series. And you know, I understand everything you're saying with the Raptors and everything. The Raptors bench outscoring the Bucks is big, like huge. Because if there's no bench contributions or no help from any of their players on the Bucks for Giannis, they're not going to win the series. But throughout the season, they've shown that they can. They know their roles. They help Giannis. Just last 2 games. Yeah. Last 2 games.
And bench points plays a lot. Like I feel strongly about that. Like going off of that, like the Warriors, right? You talk about like with the Rockets in Game 6, like Kevon Looney, Quinn Cook, Sean Livingston, you know, all those players, Alfonso McKinney, you know, undrafted. You know what I mean? Like these guys showed up in Game 6 for the Warriors, and like the Rockets lost that game more than the Warriors won that game.
No, of course.
Like just going off of that because of the bench.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously James Harden did not play good in that game.
Harden's not good in the playoffs.
Yeah. So going off of that now, I think we decided what's gonna happen to the Bucks and Raptors. I think the Raptors still gonna win. You think the Bucks are still gonna win? I think the Bucks are gonna win
just simply because I think protecting home court is the point of emphasis for both coaches. And at the end of the day, home court advantage obviously goes in favor of the Bucks, and they don't really lose back-to-back games like that.
Mhm.
So they're gonna bounce off this
And you said like it's the first time in like
in 80 days.
in
It's
80
been-
days
it's
that they
been
lost
since the regular
back-to-back
season,
games,
yeah.
right?
So
So that's how well they've been playing all season, right? They
Yeah.
won 60 games this season, the
Yeah.
Bucks.
yeah,
So that's incredible. So they're
Definitely.
they went from the 8th seed to the 1 seed to the Eastern Conference Championship.
definitely. Yeah.
And now they just have to get through the Raptors. I think well, I did not predict the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. I thought it was
Mhm.
definitely going to be the Celtics, and I don't even know. That's a story for a different day. But
For me, my original prediction was whoever won that Bucks Celtics series is gonna go to the finals.
and it
Just
was
because I think that's
Mhm.
more gritty, and the Bucks completely destroyed the Celtics. So
yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that.
I think tomorrow night
Yep.
the Bucks are gonna take it.
Okay.
Giannis is gonna get a triple double.
A triple double. Okay.
He's gonna play huge. Brogdon's gonna play good off the bench. Lopez will make his shots. Bledsoe will play more aggressive, and the Raptors better hope that because you have people. Not only did Larry step up, Gasol stepped up.
Mhm.
Gasol had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Gasol was neutralized the first
Mhm.
2 games of the series. Last 2 games, Gasol's just been playing great. That's another thing. The Raptors, if Gasol plays good, because you have that's a matchup in the front court with the centers. It's Gasol versus Lopez.
Mhm.
And Lopez outplayed Gasol the first 2
Yep.
games. Now you have Gasol outplaying Lopez. So it's good to see what happens with those two, because Lopez, the first game at 29-11, they won. Second game, Lopez outplayed Gasol.
Mhm.
They won. Gasol outplays Lopez in game 3 and game 4.
Yeah,
They
centers.
win.
So centers
So,
definitely play a huge role.
I think Gasol, most importantly, if
Mhm.
Gasol plays good, they win. When
Mhm.
Gasol doesn't play good, they lose.
Yeah.
Same thing as Lowry. But Leonard, you don't really have to rely on Leonard because you know Leonard's going to do his thing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, still MVP candidate.
yeah, definitely.
You know, it's still definitely a top 5 player in the league.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I have a
So-
question. Moving on. I have
Yeah, yeah.
another question. Do you think the Warriors could beat the Bucks or the Raptors without KD in the finals?
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Because the Warriors are 31-1 without Kevin Durant. The
That-
Warriors, we were talking about this in the car on the way here. The Warriors beat the Rockets in 6 games at the Rockets' home without Kevin Durant, and it was because of the bench. So does it come down to the bench? So who has a better bench? Does Milwaukee have a better bench than the Warriors? And do the
100%.
Raptors have a better bench than the Warriors?
100%.
Okay, then who does Steph play like MVP Curry in the finals?
I mean, he should.
Right? I mean,
He
he
should.
averaged that series against the Trailblazers. He averaged 36.5 points,
Yeah, he played
8.3
great.
rebounds, and 7.3 assists
He played great.
with 47, 43, and 97 splits.
Against the beat-up Trailblazers team with an injured Lillard and a fatigue.
Don't give me that.
And a
Don't give me that.
Ramadan Cantor who's practicing Muslim stuff. So I'm not taking anything away from him. I know
Yeah.
Curry's solidified as top 5 player. He's
Mhm.
definitely a top 3 point guard of all time. He's solidified himself as a top 5 player in this league. But in the finals,
Mhm.
who's guarding Giannis?
That's what I was about to say. I don't know.
Nobody.
Iguodala, I guess. But
without Durant, who's gonna guard Giannis? Even with Durant.
okay, but
Giannis
who are you
can-
going to put on Curry? You're going to put Eric Bledsoe on
you
Curry?
can't guard Curry. Yeah, I have no.
And who are you
can't
going to put on
guard Curry.
Clay? Chris
I don't- you can't-
Middleton?
I mean, all right.
But Clay, honestly, I think Clay is a better shooter than Curry when he gets heated up. Clay is a guy that's gonna shoot
Yeah, when
with
Clay's
2
hot,
guys
Clay's hot,
in
yeah.
his face, and he's gonna make it.
Yeah, when Clay's hot, he's hot.
But-
He's hot.
So if they don't have KD, do I think they'll still win? Yes, because of what's been happening these last 2 series.
Definitely.
But now I'm gonna focus it back onto you. What does this mean for KD's legacy? If the Warriors win the championship against the Bucks,
Yeah.
however
Or the
many games it
Raptors,
goes,
yeah.
or the Raptors, and KD does not play that series, what does that mean for KD's legacy?
I mean, that's a tough question. It definitely it obviously has to hurt his legacy because you can win without him. Because they signed Kevin Durant for literally to beat LeBron. LeBron's not there anymore. Now they could probably
because
win.
when they signed KD, when they signed KD, they became quote unbeatable. They
Yeah.
became unbeatable, but it doesn't mean they weren't good. People wrote off the Warriors as soon as KD got hurt, and I was just why? This is the team that won the 2015 finals
Well, no, yeah, definitely.
against LeBron.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. But the reason why people are writing them off is because without KD, what
Mhm.
happened last time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
They blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
But that was because of LeBron. But now you don't have a LeBron presence in the
Yeah.
East, so it could definitely play in the Warriors' favor. But I do think it definitely hurts Durant's legacy. Just come back to the original question,
Mhm.
it hurts his legacy, I think. But it's not like Chris Broussard of CBS or
Mhm.
Fox Sports
Mhm.
said that it's like Durant's worst nightmare if
The Warriors win the championship
if the
without him.
yeah, which I don't agree with, but like he's still
Oh,
gonna
and
get his
Durant
ring.
responded to that.
Yeah, like he's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was out in the finals with Magic
Uh,
Johnson, and Magic Johnson won.
But doesn't
for the
discredit
Lakers.
Kareem because he's
You
still
don't, yeah,
top
so,
5 player ever.
Yeah, so it's like it's gonna hurt
Mhm.
Durant, but it won't. Like he's still gonna have 3 rings. Like at the end of the day, like the
Mhm.
Warriors are definitely gonna win the championship. Because I think Durant will come back, but if they do win the championship without him, it's gonna hurt him a little bit, and he's
But-
gonna leave.
But that just means that like next year, like when KD leaves, like they are still championship contenders.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
like
well,
if Clay resigns,
yeah, because I don't know what's gonna necessarily. I don't think Clay's staying.
that's a different topic.
Yeah, it's a different topic for a different day. But it's gonna be an interesting series to see what happens. Whoever,
Mhm.
because the Warriors now, they're having more time to like recuperate, and they don't
Mhm.
even need it. Like they just swept Portland. Like they're gonna get even more time, and then the
Mhm.
Bucks and the Raptors are playing even more games. Like the finals doesn't start to the beginning of June.
It's May 30th, the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So
it's
it's like why so long? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
so it's like the Warriors are gonna have so much time to rest and just recuperate and watch the series and see how both teams play. It's gonna
and
gonna
watch
play-
film.
it's gonna play into so much favor for the Warriors. Like right now, the Bucks focus on the Raptors. Raptors focus on the Bucks. They're not really focused on the finals yet
Mhm.
because they're not there. The Warriors are watching the Bucks and the Raptors probably day in, day out, seeing how they play, seeing what they could do. It's gonna play in the Warriors' favor 100%. I still think the Warriors are gonna win the finals.
Without KD?
I don't
See?
know. You
Tough
know,
question.
I don't know if they're gonna win without KD because I like if the Bucks end up winning the East,
Mm-hmm.
I see something in the Bucks that I just want to take. Like something in my gut tells me that they're gonna beat the Warriors without like they came out of nowhere. I know I might be hopping on a bandwagon too quick, but I mean you look at all right. It's Eric Bledsoe,
Mhm.
Chris Middleton, Nikola Mirotic, Giannis, Brooke Lopez. They all know their roles within the
Mhm.
system. Then you have people off the bench. Ilya Sofa stepping
Mhm.
up, Brogdon stepping
Well,
up.
I have a question for you going off of that. Can you put Draymond Green on Giannis? Can
No.
he guard You don't think Draymond
No.
Green could guard
Draymond's
Giannis?
a great defender, but he can't guard Giannis. No way. He's gonna foul out every game.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody on
Well-
the earth can guard Giannis except Kawhi.
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely think that say the Warriors do play the Bucks and it ends up being the Bucks. I think you let Giannis shoot the 3. I think you just sag off him and it's like, okay, if Giannis beats me from the 3, he beats me from the 3. You know what I mean? We lost that game because Giannis beat me, but
definitely let Giannis shoot threes. Yeah,
like
100%.
because Giannis, like I think in this entire series he made 2 threes against the Raptors. I think that was a statistic on ESPN, but because Giannis just like doesn't shoot, he just drives to the rim. That's how he gets all his points.
Yeah,
He's like literally,
Giannis
he's
gets
like
all his points from
like
the paint.
if I were to compare him to like a player, it's like Ben Simmons, right? That's how Ben Simmons gets all his points. Is he goes to the rim, he scores in the paint.
But Simmons is not even
No,
as
but
close
like,
as
do you know what I
goes
mean? I'm
Giannis.
just trying to like
Yeah,
say
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's how Giannis plays. Giannis, literally, you'll see him shoot like a mid range once in a while and it'll go in, but like he's not stepping back from mid range and doing dribble moves. Like he's doing a Euro step from the free throw line.
Yeah,
from the
he
three-point
gets all
line.
his points in the paint. Yeah, and if the Warriors can figure out how to neutralize his presence in the paint, which is what the Raptors have kind of been doing, but
Kawhi
he's
Leonard
still,
has been.
yeah,
like-
when Kawhi guards Giannis, like he doesn't score barely. Like he barely scores.
He
when
scored
Kawhi's
2
on there.
points.
Yeah,
when-
like
he's like 1 for 14, like 5 turnovers.
yeah.
But that's why Kawhi is literally one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, and I know Draymond has a reputation of being a great defender, and he's physical. He's an amazing player. I love Draymond. I just don't. He cannot guard Giannis, and
Mhm.
like Giannis, if that guy develops a 3-point shot, it's over for the league. Like if he develops 3-point shot,
Like over the summer.
I just don't know. Like I'm speechless. Like he's gonna be one of the best players ever if he has a 3-point
Yeah.
shot. Like he's completely.
But he has to learn how to shoot
he
the
needs
lights
to learn how
out.
to shoot the 3. So this year, it's come like in the playoffs. I always say it comes down to like defense, 3-point shots, and free throws. And statistically, Warriors are better free throw shooting team. Warriors are better 3-point shooting team. Warriors are good on defense, but the Bucks are good too in all
But
those
the
categories.
way the Warriors if the Warriors do beat the Bucks without KD, it's because they're gonna outscore the Bucks.
yeah, definitely.
The Warriors are gonna put up 135 and the Bucks are gonna put up 125.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Like that's how the Warriors are gonna win because their offense is
obviously
so
you have
like
to outscore. That's how you win.
yeah, no, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying in general, like you watch like when they play the Trailblazers, like the Trailblazers put up like 115, like that's a lot, but the Warriors just come back and put up 122.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
Warriors
yeah.
just push and push
Yeah, I
and
know what
push.
you mean.
That's how they win. They just push the
Yeah.
pace. Like like you said, like Trailblazers came out like they got swept. Trailblazers come out at halftime. They look so fatigued. The Warriors come like juggernauts out of the halftime. They're down by 18 in the last 3 games at halftime, and they come out and it's like literally the start of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like they play like nothing ever
Because
happened.
they're used to it. They're
Yeah.
experienced. They've been there the past 5 years. Like they know how to play in those situations.
Yeah.
And also to talk about your thing before with Giannis shooting the 3. Giannis doesn't need to shoot the 3 for them to win.
You don't
He
think
doesn't
so?
need. No, he does not need to shoot the 3 for them. He drives in. His presence on the court, he gets doubled every time he drives in, or tripled.
Yeah.
There's open shooters everywhere.
Yeah.
He drives in. You go in the corner.
You got
You
Chris
have Middleton in the corner, who's a 45% shooter from the corner. You have Mirotic in the other corner. If he drives over there, is 43% shooter. You have Lopez, who's been lights out from the 3. Brogdon can shoot the 3. Giannis doesn't need to shoot the 3. Giannis does his thing, but yeah, obviously his inability to have it, his inability to shoot the 3 hurts a lot. Of course, I'm not saying saying anything like that. I'm just saying like. The Bucks don't need to really rely on Giannis to shoot the 3 because they have so many shooters, and he plays like a point guard anyway. Like he could guard every position. He could play any position he wants on the floor. When Giannis is at the top of the key and Giannis beats his defender and takes 2 steps and kicks it out, the ball goes in almost every time. Like Middleton is right there. He's wide open in the corner. He's going to make his shot.
It reminds me of like what James Harden does. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a quick ISO.
Yeah,
and then once he drives right by you, that big man steps up, and then that leaves like, you know.
Well, like the Bucks have more of a structure.
No, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
for when it was the Rockets, like James Harden would ISO, right? And then like Eric Gordon or PJ Tucker would be wide open in the corner.
Well, I mean, Harden. The thing with the Rockets, the reason why the Rockets and the Bucks had different play styles, because the coach for the Rockets doesn't even coach. Like he just lets Harden do his thing. The Bucks, like Coach Budenholzer is an amazing coach. He should be Coach of the Year. He's a great coach. He has an actual structure, a format for winning. Like it's not just like every time you see when Harden gets the ball, he holds the ball. There's 24 seconds on the shot clock. He holds the ball for about 17, 18 seconds every single time. Drives in, either hits a floater, step back 3, or lobs it to Capella or kicks it out. Now Giannis, they move the ball more on the Bucks. There's way more ball movement on the Bucks.
No, and I like that.
And
about
it's not
the Bucks.
and it's not every time the Giannis kicking it out, but a lot of the times just Giannis's presence, like Giannis is a distraction.
He's a 6'11" freak.
He's a distraction though. Like what I'm saying is, his presence on the court leaves those other players open. So like you have Giannis when Giannis has the ball, all direction is focused towards Giannis. Because you know what he's about to do. You know he's going to drive.
That's why he's unguardable.
You know, but even when you know what he's about to do, he still does it anyway. He's going to kill you from it anyway.
That's what my definition of unguardable is.
Yeah,
it's like the defense knows what you're going to do, and they do it anyway. So like Giannis is unguardable, like James Harden is unguardable, like Kevin Durant's unguardable, like people like them are unguardable.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's going to play into Giannis's favor because like you have I'm certain that the Raptors are a better defensive team than the Warriors, and they're going to guard Giannis way better than the Warriors will be able to without KD. Now, if the Bucks end up playing the Warriors, right, without Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant's a great defender. Kevin Durant could kind of guard Giannis, a little bit.
Yeah.
Draymond
Can
Green.
Giannis guard KD?
No, of course
not.
No. Of course not. But, like, because Kevin Durant's so much more superior offensively than Giannis from the 3. So, like, that's a topic for a different time. But the thing is, like, with the Bucks and the Warriors, like, right now, if, like, the point I'm trying to make is, like, Giannis, when he has the ball, he's a distraction. So, when Giannis has the ball, you have 5 defenders looking at Giannis. Giannis does his thing. He'll either score, he'll pass the ball. But the thing is, he gets doubled or tripled, leaving 1 or 2 players wide open from 3, and they can all shoot.
Yeah.
And they're going to make their shots because they're efficient from the 3. So I feel like that could play into their favor. And then once the shooters start heating up and the defenders start focusing on the shooters, then Giannis can capitalize off that, and then he can get his points, and then that's where he dominates. And that's why he's getting 25 and 10 every game.
If
you know,
that's
going to be a difference maker, I think. And I'm not discrediting anything from the Warriors. I love watching Curry play. Like Curry and the Warriors, like he's solidified. Like, they could definitely win the championship, but I'm giving the Bucks a shot, and I'm leaning more on the Bucks' shot to beat the Warriors this year without Durant. But if the Warriors have Durant,
it's
of
over.
course, yeah.
Well, what about say like DeMarcus Cousins comes back and Durant doesn't? Do the Warriors still win?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, I definitely think DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back this series. Like, I think it's almost 100% guaranteed because he's been practicing. I know, but like, because there's rumors that he was going to come back in like game 5 and 6 against the Trailblazers. But like,
it's more likely that the Warriors win the title.
Do you think that the Bucks are just too early? Like, do you like?
No, because they are, but they aren't. Like, they're too early, but they're not too early because they're there's just something about them that's different. Like, that GM should win Executive of the Year. The coach should win Coach of the Year. They have players, and the pieces they have, it just works. Like, the Bucks, they work, and they all want to be in Milwaukee. They love it. Maybe they are a year too early. I would say because it's their first year, so they kind of are a year too early.
Like, the next 3 years, they'll win the championship.
But without KD, they could win this year. Like, they definitely have a shot to win.
No,
without KD.
I definitely they have a shot, but like I just can't see it like ESPN.
I know you can't see it only because of what happened with Portland, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Portland's a way different team than Milwaukee.
But like, and they beat the Rockets without KD.
One game.
But still, like, Rockets are at home. That game. That's the Rockets game.
I know that. It was the Rockets game to win. I know. The Rockets lost that game. 100%. The Warriors didn't win that game. The Rockets lost it.
But we're talking, like, if the Bucks even get there. Like,
yeah,
you know
we're talking
what I mean?
if the Bucks get there.
Like,
even if Toronto gets there, I think Toronto could beat them.
The Bucks definitely have a better chance to beat the Warriors.
The Bucks
definitely.
Bucks definitely do. I'm not saying the Raptors have a better shot than them, but I'm saying Toronto could definitely beat them. But if the Warriors in the finals without KD, the Bucks or the Raptors could definitely beat them, and I want to lean on the fact that the Bucks more of anybody could definitely beat them because they're different. Like Giannis having a more dominant season than Shaq in his prime,
and even Shaq said that.
Yeah, like even Shaq gave him the nickname Superman.
Yeah, he passed on the title to him.
Yeah, like it's
insane. I know that the Bucks and Warriors played each other, I think, twice this year.
Yeah.
Bucks won once and the Warriors won once. Which is weird because the Bucks won at Warriors and the Warriors won at Bucks.
Okay.
And both of them were blowouts.
Okay.
So the first game the Bucks won 134 to 111, and the Warriors won 105 to 85.
Well, did they have KD in both those games? They probably did, right?
Yeah, they probably did.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know. Like, it's definitely gonna be an interesting series if it does happen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm intrigued to see what happens. I'm picking the Bucks only without KD for the Warriors only because it's
I'm not saying your point's like silly or anything like that. Like,
I don't even think it's gonna happen. I don't even know KD will be back and
that's what I'm
Boogie
saying.
Will
like,
be back.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even know KD's timeline, but like I think 100% DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah,
will be
everyone's
back.
forgetting about DeMarcus Cousins. Like he'll be back. He's gonna destroy. Like DeMarcus against Brook Lopez. Like, you kidding me? DeMarcus gonna
like DeMarcus Cousins at one point was like the best center in the league.
Yeah.
You can still make the argument for it, but he's been hurt. You know what I mean? So people forgot. No. I'm just saying at one point, like I definitely think it's Embiid, but like you definitely make an argument for it that DeMarcus Cousins is up there.
Definitely.
It's just that he's been hurt. Like, people forget about him.
Yeah.
Like DeMarcus Cousins, when he joined the Warriors, like people are like, "What? The best center just joined the league?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like people are forgetting about him.
5 All-Stars.
Yeah. All right, so done enough with that topic. Now it's time to talk about what I think's been the biggest issue so far in NBA is Magic Johnson leaving
The drama.
the Lakers. Like,
The drama.
you think of Los Angeles Lakers, right? You think of championships, you think of Hall of
structure,
Famers,
you think of no dysfunction.
yes, and then all of a sudden, whoa, Bleacher Report, ESPN, Magic Johnson resigns from being GM of the Lakers. What? What do you mean? You just signed arguably the best player of all time.
Well, what he said the other day on TV, he said that there was dysfunction, and I even wrote my sports article about it. In the article that I wrote about it, Magic left the Lakers for a multitude of reasons. The main reason that he left the Lakers, he said it, was dysfunction within the organization, disagreement, backstabbing within his partner, Pelinka. Now, Rob Pelinka, a little background on Pelinka. Pelinka was Kobe's agent. Agents are very, you can't trust agents.
Yeah.
And Magic trusted Pelinka.
Too much, I guess.
Yeah, but Magic knew. Magic said, okay, he was going to be there for 3 years. He was the president of basketball operations with Pelinka being the GM, right? So they were a partnership together. Magic was doing his thing, prepping Pelinka to take his spot. But Pelinka was being more of like an a-hole about it. Pelinka was trying to like overtake Johnson. Like Pelinka wanted that spot. Pelinka was talking trash about Johnson apparently.
So you believe that Magic's like not lying
No,
about
no,
that? Like,
yeah,
why would he come out
Magic.
and say
yeah,
that?
I don't like Magic doesn't have any reason to lie.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like I believe every word Magic said. But I also believe that he's hiding a little bit.
That's what I was about to say. Was there more to it that we don't know?
I think that he was skeptical about signing a free agent this offseason. He was planning on using the money that he had to sign big players, but I think his inability to get Anthony Davis at the trade deadline and all that dysfunction, along with Luke Walton's disagreement, because Jeannie Buss wanted Luke Walton, Magic didn't. That was like it for him, and Magic was signing the wrong players. He was building LeBron with playmakers. You can't do that
because LeBron is a playmaker. Yeah,
like you have Lonzo, I get it. That's fine. He's your point. Like, sure, what
Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
They paid way too much for Caldwell Pope. They didn't re-sign Brook Lopez. They lost Julius Randle.
And they
traded D'Angelo Russell.
And those two players, Brook Lopez and Julius Randle, had career years this season.
D'Angelo Russell's going to win Most Improved.
Exactly.
Like they lost a lot of players. They signed the wrong
Jordan
players.
Clarkson.
Yeah, I just think Magic was unfit for the job because also he was not fully invested in the job. He said it himself. He has other things that he has to do. Like he has other businesses. He has other companies. He's a part owner, I think, for the Dodgers.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
He has other things. He wasn't fully like he signed LeBron, but
what else did he do?
In his 2 years, he got rid of Lou Williams for nothing, and then he got rid of Zubac for nothing. He signed LeBron.
Got rid of Brook Lopez. Got rid of Julius Randle. Signed Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo. JaVale McGee.
You already have Lonzo. Why are you signing Rondo? Like, Beasley was a failure. Beasley's like playing somewhere in Europe right now. Like, I don't understand some of the signings that Magic was making. I didn't like it. Like, there was so much dysfunction within that. Like, with him being the G, it just wasn't a good fit. Like, they signed LeBron, but I think with all the dysfunction and his inability, at least he thinks he's not going to say it. He won't. I'm lying. He already did say it. He already said that he would quit if within his first years he didn't sign a big player.
Yeah.
He got LeBron. He didn't quit. But he resigned he resigned in the middle of the season. Why? Because of the dysfunction.
Yeah.
Luke Walton, LeBron, Jeannie Buss, and I think he had a fear that he's not going to be able to sign a big player in free agency.
This season?
Lakers
this offseason?
This offseason, we might be seeing the Lakers like signing somebody like Vucevic. Like where they should be getting like KD. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not like and that's the thing. Like Magic, I think was fearful that he was not going to be able to sign a big player, and I think he doesn't like to take the backlash, and he just didn't want to be
like it was too much on him.
Yeah, he just wasn't having fun. So simple as that, and he was backstabbed by Pelinka. He felt so, and I just think that it was better for him to move on. He's still rooting for the Lakers, like he's still pulling for them, but it was a big shock when he did like get out of there because of all the dysfunction, but. You know, I mean, Magic had his ideas, LeBron had his ideas, and Jeannie had her ideas, and Pelinka had his ideas. So there was four sides to this, and they just were not.
And
all
everybody had a different opinion about it, and then Magic was just like, I can't take this anymore. Exactly. You know what I mean? I think it was just a lot of pressure on him, especially when he joined them. It's like, wow, arguably the greatest Laker of all time just became the president of operations. Operations for.
Well, I thought he was fit for the job.
Yeah, no, definitely, I did too. Yeah, and then it's like, oh wow, you signed LeBron. Like that's amazing. Like, wow, you convinced LeBron to join Lakers for 4 years. You know what I mean? 4 years, and then what? You signed Rajon Rondo, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. JaVale McGee.
They paid way too much money for Caldwell
Michael Beasley.
McGee wasn't a bad signing.
But
he doesn't space the floor like Lopez does.
But I think heads up the Lakers, there was no leadership on that team this season.
Yeah.
There was no leadership. You saw there was videos and there was photos of LeBron James sitting far away from his teammates on the bench. Like, you're supposed to be the greatest of all time, and you're not leading your team anywhere, and you're getting mad at them. Like, coach them through it. You know, be the GM that you're supposed to be.
Yeah, and I think the thing with LeBron, I think he was dissatisfied with Luke Walton, too, because Luke Walton Luke Walton is going to coach the Kings. That's a good fit for him as a coach, because he's a player coach. But, Well, he's not a player coach, but he's a young coach with a young team.
But
that
like
works.
he's also coaching LeBron, who was in the
drafted
same draft.
yeah,
Exactly.
Like, you think LeBron wants to be coached by Luke Walton?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Like I think
no way.
the new coach for the Lakers,
Vogel's a good coach.
and they have
I like
Jason Kidd
that.
as assistant coach.
And I like Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
I
so do
really like Jason Kidd.
I think
as an
Jason
assistant.
Kidd. I think
he's
Jason
gonna
Kidd.
develop Lonzo.
I think Jason Kidd might even become like a head coach in like the next couple of years.
Possibly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I really like Jason Kidd on that.
I'm happy they didn't sign Ty Lue because the same exact thing would have happened with
Magic
the Cavs.
wanted Ty Lue.
I know, and that's another reason why.
That's another reason why I wanted to dip.
Yeah,
Because he wanted Ty Lue. Genie didn't.
exactly.
Genie wanted Luke Walton.
And then Pelinka had other ideas. And then LeBron probably had other ideas as well.
Well,
like,
LeBron wanted Ty Lue.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you have 2 and 2. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And to me, Ty Lue's unfit, but
no, I
mean,
think that Jason Kidd and what's that coach's name?
Frank Vogel.
Who used to coach? He's coached the Magic, which not his best days. But then he coached that Pacers team
with
Paul George,
yeah.
and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals
Twice.
against LeBron, and they pushed them to 6 both times. Like, you know what I mean?
Vogel's
He stresses defense so much.
Yeah,
Vogel.
I like Vogel. I like him. I like him a
So
lot.
I think that was a good ad.
Yeah, I like Vogel at the helm, and I like Kidd as an assistant. I think Jason Kidd as an assistant is going very under the radar, and I don't know why. Like, you understand that when Lonzo was drafted, Lonzo's player comparison, like his big player comparison,
Was Jason Kidd. Yeah.
And even Jason Kidd on TV said that was a stretch. But Jason Kidd has always said that he liked Lonzo. He's always been in favor of Lonzo. Now you got Jason Kidd as an assistant.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to focus on the whole team. He can focus on developing players. And you have Lonzo Ball right there. Lakers should not trade Lonzo Ball. No way. They should get rid of anyone else besides Lonzo and LeBron.
Kuzma,
Anyone
Ingram,
else. Keep Lonzo,
Josh
keep
Hart.
LeBron. Anybody else to, like...
if they want to get AD this offseason.
Yeah, which I
Well, because
I
now,
want to talk to
yeah,
you right
so
now.
like now, like incorporating the draft lottery. So I think that was the
Now-
most shocking draft lottery I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you have. I'm just gonna read off the top 4 picks. So Pelicans get the first overall pick, and they were supposed to get like the 12th or
Yeah.
11th pick, and they had like a 2% chance. Then the Grizzlies get the 2nd pick. What? And then the Knicks. That was very disappointing because
Yeah.
everybody was banking on Zion
The
coming
Knicks,
to the
they're
Knicks.
not... I'll talk to you about
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
Keep talking.
And then you got the Los Angeles Lakers getting the
Yeah.
4th overall pick. And I just love how, like, Kuzma's there all happy, and it's like, you're going to get traded because of that pick.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if the Pelicans want to necessarily give up Anthony Davis to the Lakers, though, because of what happened in the beginning of the season. Like, during the trade deadline with all that BS. But the thing is, now I'm very intrigued to see because, you know, I have my own thoughts on the lottery and what should happen to it, but we can talk about that at a different time. But the thing is, the main thing that I wanna get off my chest about this is, all right, Zion is definitely going to New Orleans. That's set. Like I think he's definitely.
And then
going
John
to
Morant's gonna get taken 2nd.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies will trade Conley. Now, okay, the Knicks, they're not like all hope is not like
Lost for the Knicks. I mean, they can still get R.J. Barrett.
Exactly.
And
like,
but because he
could,
didn't play as well.
this is what they could do. So it's gonna be Zion and Ja, right? First 2 picks. Now the 3rd pick, what the Knicks could do, they could trade it to New Orleans
to try to get Anthony Davis.
Try and get
But
Anthony Davis.
who else did the Knicks give? Dennis Smith Jr., right? Do you
I
give up?
think you keep Dennis Smith.
Okay, do you give up Kevin Knox?
I would give up if I'm the Knicks. I would do that pick. Alonzo Trier. Kevin Knox.
Would you give up Mitchell Robinson?
No.
No, keep Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, I would do Trier, Knox, that pick, and another role player for like Anthony Davis.
Just Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
But then you got to bank on the decision: is he going to resign? Because then you're starting from.
He did say that
New York.
He did get it was the Knicks, Clippers, Bucks, and the Lakers.
Can you imagine him going to the Bucks? Can you imagine that?
Yeah, like he did say the Bucks.
The Bucks.
So.
I don't even want to think about that. The Bucks get
Anthony
Davis.
Like,
they're unbeatable. They're winning the championship.
Yeah, like that would be insane. So he did, but the Knicks were on his list. So
But I just don't think that I think Anthony Davis wants to be the best player on the team. So if he goes to the Lakers, he's not the best player on the team.
Yeah, no.
Goes to the Bucks.
Well, I think he wants to play with LeBron.
You think so?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely
I
think
personally
so.
don't think anybody wants to play with LeBron.
Really?
I think there's too much drama surrounding LeBron.
You think so?
Yeah, I really think so.
I think Klay Thompson on the
No,
Lakers is
no.
a perfect fit.
Klay Thompson is staying with
You
the
don't think that's a
Warriors.
perfect fit?
No, he is staying with the Golden State Warriors.
I think if Klay goes to the Lakers, that's the best version of Klay you will ever see.
No,
How?
I don't think that Klay Thompson will go to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Why?
I just don't. Why would he leave the Warriors? Why?
Because he's always in Curry's shadow.
Yeah. Okay, and then he would be in LeBron's shadow.
No, he wouldn't.
How?
Because LeBron's going to make him a better player.
Because he's a playmaker?
Yes, and Klay Thompson, you have the ultimate playmaker in LeBron. You have the ultimate shooter in Klay. LeBron's going to drive down, kick out to Klay, who's a spot-up shooter. Klay doesn't
so you
dribble.
think Klay like averages like 26 a game?
Klay's gonna have a stat one day where he gets 65 points on a dribble because of LeBron. He's gonna dribble the ball once, he's gonna get 65 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna go.
So you think Klay is
off.
solidified of signing with the Los Angeles Lakers?
I think he should.
You
I
think
don't
he should?
understand-
Do you see what his
Yeah.
dad said that?
His dad wants him to go there. He's from LA. It
Yeah.
makes so much
Well,
sense.
LA. There's 2 teams in LA.
He's not going to the Clippers.
You don't think so?
They don't have a playmaker like
What
that.
about KD? KD
KD
gonna
could go to the
Clippers?
Clippers. I don't even know if KD might stay. KD might go.
Do you think KD might stay now?
I don't know why. Where's all the reports coming that he wants to play in New York? What evidence every year everybody wants to come to New York
Yeah.
apparently. So I don't believe
it's
any
like
of
the
New
same
York.
thing with the Lakers every year. Do you
Yeah.
remember that when like everyone was like, "Oh, Russell Westbrook's gonna go to the Lakers. Anthony Davis gonna go to the Lakers."
Well, that
It's like,
actually happened. Like LeBron.
no,
came.
yeah, no. Besides LeBron, like
Yeah.
who else wants to go? You know?
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean?
but like the rumors was that like the player A, B, C,
Mhm.
D, E, of like you have every player that wanted to go to the Lakers, but then it actually happened where LeBron actually went. So
Yeah.
I didn't believe any of that stuff until it happened.
I definitely thought that like Paul George, for example, that was shocking. Like I didn't, I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I
I
definitely
thought-
didn't think
I
he was
didn't-
gonna stay.
Yeah, and it was good that he resigned. I like him on the Thunder, but
He needs to take role anyway. Yeah.
I think with the Lakers, with the Knicks
Mhm.
and the Lakers, they're poised to make splashes this year,
Mhm.
and I think the Lakers have it out of anybody on earth.
Mhm.
The one player they need to pursue more than anyone is Klay.
Mhm.
Just get Klay.
Get a shooter. Get a
Ju-
knockdown
Yeah,
shooter.
you need
Mhm.
Klay. Like the Lakers don't have shooting. If you get Klay, if the Lakers get Klay Thompson, I'm telling you, that's the best Klay Thompson anyone will ever
Okay.
see. He's
I'm gonna hold you
play
to that.
lights. Yeah, you can hold me to it because it will happen.
Okay.
Klay, I just don't understand. Like Klay's playing with Curry and KD, and he's lights out, right?
Mhm. Just
And they're
imagine
not
if he
even
was playing.
playmakers.
Yeah.
Like you have LeBron, who's the ultimate playmaker, who is unguardable, and LeBron will make Klay the best version of Klay you
Mhm.
will ever see. I'm telling you, it's
Period?
gonna happen. Period. Like no one's gonna make Klay better than
Mhm.
LeBron, Chris Paul, Magic Johnson. Magic's out, but like I'm just saying,
I'm
like
not bought on.
like these playmakers, you gotta put like. What happens to the Lakers if they have shooters? They make
they
the
win,
playoffs.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But that was their mistake this season because they didn't sign themselves with shooters. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm saying if they get Klay,
Yeah.
they're definitely gonna be better.
But I just don't think I'm not bought on the idea yet until that
But why do you think he's gonna stay?
because he wants more rings.
Because he wants more rings.
Yeah.
He'll get a ring in LA
With LeBron, you think so?
down the line. I mean, if they get somebody else
So
to pair
like
him up.
I mean like I get your point because say the Warriors do win this year, right? That's 4 championships for Klay Thompson, right?
yeah.
But like, do you think that Klay wants to lead his own team instead? Like,
I think he wants to play with LeBron.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think that's set? Like, do you think?
Yeah.
Ready? I'm gonna ask you this. I just thought of this today. Do you think Klay and KD team up somewhere?
No.
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 You don't think so?
I think if anything, Boogie's gonna do his own thing,
Mhm.
and then KD and Klay, no, they won't be on the same team. If anything, KD will go to the Knicks and Klay will go to the LA. Like if anything,
Mhm.
if anything. But
I don't know. Like I'm just not bought on the idea that Klay goes to the Lakers. Like
Alright.
I
We'll
don't
see.
think I could see Klay Thompson in the Lakers
I
like
could.
jersey. Like I don't know.
I
I
100% could. Oh my God, he would look fresh.
just,
He would
fresh.
look fresh.
I
in a
think I'm
Lakers
more bought on the
jersey.
idea that Kemba Walker goes to the Lakers.
Yeah, I could see that too. I could see
Well, they only have cap room to sign one. They
those
have two.
Yeah,
No, well, depends who they. Oh wait, no, it is two.
it is. They definitely
Yeah,
have enough
it's
signed,
the
too.
Knicks, the Lakers, and the Nets have two
Yeah,
max
Yeah.
players. But like, I feel like the Lakers are gonna waste it on somebody like bad.
yeah. Like I think
like
the Lakers.
Vucevic or something.
Yeah, like
not
I
saying he's
said
bad, but, like,
before. Yeah, like Vucevic, like that could definitely happen. Like with the Lakers, that could definitely happen. But I think if I'm Klay Thompson and I see that the Lakers have enough to sign a max, Klay's done taking pay cuts. The Warriors can't afford to keep the five
they
players.
could give Klay a max. They
Okay.
They could give Clay the same amount of money the Lakers can give.
They can give him more money.
No,
Right?
Same amount.
No, I mean, can't the Warriors give him more money?
The Warriors can give Clay more money than the Lakers because it depends
well,
who the Lakers
if
sign.
you're Klay Thompson, right?
Yeah.
If you're Klay Thompson and you see the situation in Golden State, you see that KD's about to leave, and you know that Boogie's gonna leave, and then you know it's you, Curry, and Draymond, with the potential, with the possibility that Kawhi leaves too, and you have all these possibly going to LA, right?
Yeah.
So now you see. So I'm Klay Thompson, and I see the seismic shift that's about to happen in the league. I don't think next year you can say definitively that if the Warriors only have Draymond, Clay, and Curry, that they're going to win the championship. I don't see it.
Yeah.
If LeBron is in the West and they get somebody and Durant's gone for the entire year without Boogie, and I'm Clay, I'm like, the Warriors are imploding. Why do I have to be a part of this?
No, yeah.
I see the Lakers, who's going to be a gold mine with LeBron and me. Me and LeBron together, that's the best. Like,
yeah.
LeBron is gonna. Oh my God! Like I can't even. I want that to happen. Like I want Clay to be on the Lakers because I want to see Clay. Like I want to see him elevate his game. Because LeBron elevates everybody around him.
Yep.
LeBron's made Ingram better. LeBron's made Kuzma better. LeBron's made Lonzo better. LeBron's made Hart better. Everybody on the Lakers is a better version of themselves because they're playing with LeBron. Every team that LeBron goes to, he makes. Look at Kyrie.
Yeah.
Look at Kevin Love. Look at what happened to D Wade after LeBron left. Like, look at what happened to all these people when LeBron leaves.
LeBron makes players better.
LeBron makes players better.
No,
so now, Clay, the ultimate shooter, the ultimate spot-up shooter with the ultimate playmaker, that's like the dream scenario for him. I think that would be great for Clay. Like, I just think it would be a great fit. Be an amazing fit.
No, I think it. I just
be an amazing fit.
Just can't see like
It'd
Clay
awesome.
leaving. Like
it would be awesome.
Clay's been there for how many seasons? 8?
Yeah.
8 seasons, right?
Yeah.
He's been a Warrior for his life. Like, does he just leave now? I mean, there's no more loyalty in
all
it.
the time.
I was about to say there's no more. There's no more loyalty. Like Kevin Durant proved, there's no more loyalty in the league. Like,
people just leave because they want to leave.
Like, I don't know. Like, but that's the thing. Like Kemba Walker. Like, does Kemba Walker leave?
Like here, this is what I think will happen. I think.
Assume okay. Let's assume the Lakers do not trade their 4th pick. They draft. Who do they draft? Who do the Lakers draft?
They'll take like Cam Reddish or something.
Okay, they take Cam Reddish, right? They don't trade. Knicks don't trade it. Whatever. Knicks take RJ Barrett. They take Cam Reddish or whoever else is left on the board. What's the next step for the Lakers?
They can move that pick.
You think so?
Like they can move whoever they take.
You think they're just gonna trade away that player?
Yeah, they could. That's another asset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like until the Anthony Davis trade or something like that.
The Lakers right now have another asset. Like they have so much. Like if I'm the Lakers, I would trade Ingram, Kuzma, Hart, and the pick for Anthony Davis and a role player. And then if I'm the Pelicans, I would take Zion, and then let's say RJ Barrett falls to 4.
Yeah, take RJ.
You have a young core of Drew,
and then Zion and RJ Barrett are gonna have that Duke connection. It's
and then you have a young core of ready. Listen to this. This is what the Pelicans look like: Drew Holiday,
great defensive player,
Brandon Ingram,
yep,
RJ Barrett, Kyle Kuzma, and Zion Williamson. That is sick.
And Julius Randle.
That is sick with Julius Randle. Like that's sick.
That's a great lineup.
Jahlil Okafor on the bench.
Yeah.
Like that team is young.
So you think that the Pelicans should? Do you think they're gonna rip off like the Lakers again? Try to rip them off?
Nah, because they have a real GM now.
Yeah.
And David Griffin.
Well, like who do you trade if you're the Lakers? Ready? So let's just say Lakers trade their 4th pick to the Pelicans for AD, just for AD.
Yeah.
So AD, so Pelicans get the 4th pick. They get Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's
I
it.
would do
and maybe like a 2nd round pick.
I would only do the 4th pick,
like
Hart, Kuzma, Ingram for Anthony Davis and another player.
Like Solomon Hill.
Yeah, like Solomon Hill or like Antoine Moore or something.
Like I think that the Lakers are willing to take the that cap space of Solomon Hill. I think it's like $13 million he has. Solomon Hill.
Nah, I don't think they should because then that's like Caldwell Pope. Like that's like another contract.
Right.
Like if they're gonna take anybody, they gotta take somebody with a small contract to also fill it. Because if I'm the Lakers right now, perfect.
Yeah.
You make a trade to get AD. Now you have LeBron and AD, and you sign Clay and you keep Lonzo.
Yep.
Right. So let's say that happens. Like it's Lonzo, Clay, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and like JaVale McGee.
That's a great.
Like,
that's great.
good.
That's good starting
you
five.
Know, like that's really good.
You have
like,
3 All-Stars.
It's set up for Lakers to do it.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just like, I just think that draft lottery changed so much.
Yeah,
like
the draft
everybody was
lottery
like,
really did.
everyone's like, Knicks are gonna get Zion. Knicks are gonna get this. Knicks didn't even get the first pick. Pelicans get the first pick. Nobody expected the Pelicans to get the first pick.
Yeah.
I was watching it, shell shocked.
Yeah, me too.
And the Grizzlies with the second pick, like,
me too, because the lottery is all kind of screwed
like,
up.
so like now talking about the Pelicans, like, what does this mean for Zion's future if he goes to New Orleans?
I would love to play in New Orleans.
You would?
I would love it.
I know that he wanted to be a Knick because there was reports that when the Pelicans got the first pick, he was rushed out of there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Did you see his reaction though when they got the
no,
pick?
I did not.
Zion had a big ass smile on his face.
Really?
Like, he had a huge smile on his face. His dad said that he loves
His
the
stepdad,
idea.
right?
Yeah, his stepdad. Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry. His stepdad said that he loves the idea of like living in New Orleans, seeing Zion live in New Orleans. New Orleans is like that's on my bucket list. Like I want to go to New Orleans.
Well,
one
it's
day.
like it's kind of like the city that never sleeps, kind of. It's
yeah,
like the
like
new New
Mardi
York.
Gras. Like
Yeah.
I like.
Well,
the
it's like the
music.
party city.
Yeah, like
right?
if I'm Zion and
Yeah.
I see New Orleans, I'm loving it. I'm digging
Yeah.
it.
And you're
Digging
and
it.
you're 19 years old, like
Yeah,
playing in the NBA, like
definitely.
literally, the keys to the city. Here you go,
Digging
take
it.
them. You
Digging
know
it.
what I mean?
But
Like
I'm worried that what could happen to like Anthony Davis, like every player that they pick just seems to not have a good like not have a good career. They're great players,
well, the last time they got the number 1 pick, they picked Anthony Davis.
and look what happened. They wasted his talent.
Yeah.
You know, he won 5 playoff games in 7 years.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is like Zion signs like the 3 or 4 year deal, right? Whatever the
Yeah.
rookie deal is that he
could
signs.
leave after.
You think do you think he'll leave?
I don't know. We'll see. That's too
But
far.
that's too far.
away.
It's a stretch,
Yeah.
right?
I like the idea of Zion on New Orleans. I really do.
Mhm.
They need a small forward anyway.
And like you don't even think this will change AD's mind, right?
nah.
No, not even.
Nah.
Not even
'Cause, I
playing
mean,
with this-
Zion's enticing, but I think Davis wants to win a championship.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna do that
With Zion
in
Williamson.
2 years. Like,
Mhm. Well, like I remember when all the way back to camp when AD signed with Pelicans again for the
for the match.
we were like, what is he doing? Like, doesn't he want to win a championship? And
Yeah.
literally, we were right. Like,
Yeah.
he wants out now because he
wants out.
realizes like
Yeah.
this team is not going anywhere. Like, remember when he was MVP candidate that year, the top 3? Where I think it was Curry, Harden, and Anthony Davis that year. And then they got swept by the Warriors. That was 2015.
Yeah.
It was like that's the only great year I saw of Anthony Davis.
Mm. No, I've seen plenty of great.
No,
years from
like,
Anthony
do you know what
Davis.
I mean? Like,
Yeah, like
drove his team to the playoffs, and like,
to me, last year was Anthony Davis' best.
You think
last
so?
year because they swept Portland
oh yeah, I forgot. Without
and
Boogie,
they were the 6th seed
without Boogie,
without Boogie.
and then who they play next?
It was, Golden State.
They play Golden State, and they
think.
lost in 5, right?
Yeah, or I don't
5
know,
or
they
4
got
or something
swept
like that?
Something like that. They lost, but
That was a big shocker. Like, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Okay, no, I
yeah.
recall what I said. Like, that's huge.
Like Anthony Davis, I think still wants out
Mm-hmm.
just because like Zion's great.
I'm just
Zion's-
excited. Like,
Yeah, like
I can't wait to get his like shirt,
yeah,
jersey.
I want to see. I want to see where he goes. I want to see. What if the Pelicans trade the number 1 pick? I don't think they will.
What
but,
happens
like,
if they pick John Morant?
No way, because they got Drew.
Yeah, I know. I was about to
And they
say.
have Elfrid Payton.
Yeah.
Like they don't need a guard. They need a big guy like Zion.
And Zion's just like a freak of nature.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just excited to see him play.
Me too. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens with that 4 pick and the 3 pick. I want to see if the Knicks
Like,
move
if they
it.
trade on draft day?
Yeah, I want to see if
Mhm.
the Knicks or the Lakers move it, because for Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, that could happen.
Well, like last year, like when Trae Young and Luka Doncic were traded for each other, look what
Yeah.
happened. Like, they were the 2 best rookies.
Yeah, like they're gonna be attached to the hip forever. Those
Yeah.
2. You're always gonna be like Luka Doncic, Trae Young,
Mm-hmm.
Trae Young, Luka Doncic.
Oh, yeah, I agree. So, I think that concludes our episode of the podcast. Thanks for coming on the show again, Joe.
course.
It's awesome. I think we agreed on a lot of things, disagreed on most of things, but it was fun. Another episode coming in the next couple days. We're going to be back on the grind now. Me and Joe are out of school now, so we have all summer.
Definitely.
Free agency June 30th. That's going to be huge.
Definitely.
They moved back the date.
Yeah, and they moved the time
Yep.
too, right?
Yep, 6:30.
The moratorium period.
So it's going to be exciting. So thank you everyone for watching,
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.